Okay, here we are at the injection molding station. A couple of things about injection molding. Injection molding is the most widely used process of forming thermoplastic materials. If it can be injection molded, companies are going to want to injection mold it. And here's why. Injection molding can make a lot of parts in a really short amount of time. The faster we can make parts, the less we can charge for them, the more we can sell. In class here, you're going to make screwdriver handles. These handles have been injection molded onto these screwdriver metal bits. This one is a Phillips driver, this one is a standard driver. Let's take a look at all the pieces involved in the process for our lab. This is a vertical injection molder. Okay, we are injecting from above. This is also a pneumatic powered injection molder. And pneumatics means air pressure. Right now I have my injection molding machine set to about 95 psi, or pounds per square inch of pneumatic or compressed air. So as I drop this down, you can see the ram is powered by the pneumatic pressure from the air compressor. I'm preheated to 350 degrees. We're going to use a polyethylene. I have two different options. If I'm going to make a golf tee, that golf tee needs to be pushed into the ground. Okay? If it's cold outside, if the ground's tough, a low density golf tee is going to bend. A high density golf tee is going to be able to push into the ground better. So today we're going to make a golf tee out of high density polyethylene beads, and we've colored at our golf tee mold. If I open this up, I have my indexing pins to hold it in the correct fashion to each other. I have my sprue opening where my plastic is going to enter the mold cavity. So my challenge is to get this sprue underneath the nozzle in the correct location. Here's where students struggle the most. It's kind of difficult to see where the sprue is and the injection nozzle. And I also have the ability to extend or retract that stop. So once I get it in the right spot, it's repeatable. The next thing I want to do is adjust my clamping pressure. This is a mechanical clamp. Right there is the perfect amount of pressure. If I can't get that to detent down, this is too long. I need to loosen up my stop nut and retract that a little bit. Okay. The clamping pressure needs to be stronger than the injection pressure, otherwise our mold would open up, creating all kinds of excess plastic on our part. Now we're going to put some pellets into our hopper. Now this has been plugged in this whole time, so we're up to temperature 350 degrees. When the red light comes on, the machine's telling you it is up to temperature, it is ready to use. Okay? If I take a look at my dial gauge, I can see I'm at 350, maybe even 360 degrees. So this is now ready to fill with my pellets. Now remember, I'm making the golf tee, so I want to use high density polyethylene pellets. This tool makes it really easy to carefully fill my hopper, trying not to spill my plastic pellets all over the place. That should be plenty to make one golf tee, but just to make sure we have enough for pressure to push down. And notice I'm doing my best here not to spill these pellets all over the hopper. When we have a plunger style injection molding machine, that heat needs to penetrate through the pellets. So the outside pellets are going to be melted first, but I have to wait for the core of the pellets to be melted. Typically this will take about 2 to 3 minutes. Now we've waited a few minutes. Our beads should be melted by now. I hope that I've got everything lined up underneath the injection nozzle with the sprue opening, and we have this clamp shut. Our air pressure is ready to go. I'm going to drop the hammer here. You're going to notice a quick injection and then real slow. If I continue to hold the handle down, all that real slow downward motion, the only thing it's doing is forcing extra plastic into the mold, resulting in a lot of excess plastic around your part we call flash. I'm going to try to avoid that. So here we go. Hear that crackle sound? That's air escaping out of every part of the mold. Now I can take back my clamp. I'm going to get my mold out of here, and let's see if we have things lined up. See, we have a little bit of excess coming out of the sprue, but if I open this up, you'll see that I have a complete golf tee. It's still warm, okay, it's not hot, but it's still warm. If I were to pull this out of here, I might curl it, so I want to be careful as I take this out so that I don't deform the product. Let's take a look at our product. Sprue needs to be removed. It's easy because the gate is very small, and I can easily remove the product from the gate. excess plastic around the product. Remember, we call that flash. A nice X-Acto knife will take off any excess flash, and I have my finished golf tee.